Hey everyone, in this lecture we are going to download and install the VMware player. The version we will be using is the latest version as of right now, which is version 16. You could install any latest version, maybe it's the time depends when you are going through my lectures. It may be the latest version is 19 or 20, but it does not matter whichever version you install as long as it is compatible with your operating system. The link is right there. I have also added the link into this video description as well. Now, for those of you who are running older version of CPU and trying to install the latest version of VMware Workstation Player, you might get a message like this. Unsupported CPU detected. If you do, then it means you cannot run the latest version of the player. You have to downgrade. I would recommend that you go with version 12, which is most of the time would work for the older versions of the CPU. Alright, now let's go ahead and download it. So I will go into my Firefox browser and I will go to the Google page. In the Google page, I will type download VMware player. Click on the very first link or second link, wherever it takes you for the VMware page. Here, right here, it says VMware Workstation Player 15.5. When you click on the download, right here, just see this download is for Windows. If you are a Mac user or Linux user, you could go with the other download. So click on the download now, and you'll see it downloads 16. It says 16 is a newer version that has been uploaded by the VMware. You will click on the save file and it will save it. I have already saved the file previously, so I will go into the file, and right here it's the file executable file. I'll go ahead and double click to start the installation now. Downloaded completed, installation starts, and it says Workstation Player 16. I'll go ahead and close this, minimize it. Okay, welcome to the VMware Workstation 16 Player Setup Wizard. All you have to do is simple. I'm sure everyone knows. Click Next. Accept the license and terms. Enhanced keyboard driver. A reboot is required. I like to keep it unchecked because I don't want to reboot my system. But if you want to have enhanced driver, go ahead and click on it. Add VMware Workstation console tool into system path. That's perfectly fine. If you wanted to change the location of the install, then you could change it right here. But I would recommend that you leave it default. Click Next. Check for product updates on startup. I don't like that. Join VMware Customer Experience Improvement Program. I don't want that because we all doing is the lab or some training. So click Next. Create desktop shortcuts or start menu. That's fine. Click Next. Leave it default. And go ahead and click on Install. Now the installation of the VMware Workstation Player can take anywhere between, I would say, 15-30 seconds to anywhere maybe like 2 minutes. It all depends on your system requirement or how beefy your system is. I am going to go ahead and nope, it's done. What I was gonna do is I was gonna fast forward, but itself the installation is pretty much very fast. So go ahead and click Finish, and there you go. You have the whole VMware Workstation installed. You will see right here, this is the icon that gets installed. It says VMware Workstation Player. So you could go ahead and double click on it to start it up. And once you start it up, it tells you use VMware Workstation 16 Player for free non-commercial use, or enter a license to allow commercial use. So of course you are using it for non-commercial use, so you could pick the first one and click continue, and then click finish. As soon as you click finish, let me just minimize the background and go back to the player. Oops. Okay, so right here, as you can see, it tells you non-commercial use only. And right here, this is the player, and these are the options. And if you wanted to create a new virtual machine, you could come here and click on New Virtual Machine. And by the way, that is something we will cover in the next lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture.